today's video, we're gonna do a what's in my bag to start off this brand new channel of mine, and let's just go ahead and dive right in. So I believe this is the medium-sized tote bag for the new Chanel Tote, and I honestly love the versatility of this and how much stuff I can fit in here. As you can see, it's a pretty nice like rectangular square size. It is a little bit like lumpy and it is a little bit more like relaxed, but I love the fact that when you do put it together and you wear it, it's like it's not too big or bulky in a sense, unless you like overstuff it, which is that's what I do. I overstuff my bag, so that's on me. Like that's not on anyone else. I actually use this bag for almost anything. I go to the gym with it, I go to work with it, I go to the grocery store with it. So that's why I just have like a whole bunch of stuff in here. So I did go to work yesterday, so I just have like my iPad in here. I have like a little mini hairbrush because my hair, especially now that it is platinum blonde, it's always tangling, and so I love having a little mini brush inside of my bag. I love also to have some hair clips as well. So these you can just get off of Amazon. They're metal clips, and the reason why I love this a lot more than just the plastic ones, for one, I have 3 dogs and they love to chew stuff and they always get to my hair clips. But the main thing is that I have really thick hair, but what I love about these clips is that because it's metal, it clamps it and it holds onto your hair a lot better than a typical plastic clip would. So if you guys are looking for a new hair clip, I would highly recommend to look these up, and then when you wear them, it just makes your hair look so pretty. It's just another nice little accessory, and I love to be extra, so I love anything like flashy and pretty, and yeah, that's just me. And then I have an umbrella because lately over here in Dallas, it has been raining a lot more than I hoped. So it always sucks to not have an umbrella. Fun fact, not a fun fact. The other day I was trying to go Black Friday shopping technically, but it was the week after and it started raining and I didn't know that it was raining. Plus it was cold outside. So I decided to go to Nordstrom's, and on the way there, it was pouring rain, so I had to use a coat to like carry out my stuff or going into the store. And I needed to get an umbrella, so when I was in line, I was like, oh my god, like I need to hurry up and like try to find one. So I grabbed the very first one, and this was it. I did have a really nice umbrella before, which was like a inverted umbrella where you like get in your car and it just like instead of like going this way. Anyways, yeah. That's not the main part of this video, but I just wanted to tell you guys anyways. I also carry 2 AirPods with me as well, headphones, just because I always love to have a backup for my backups and stuff. So I do have an AirPods Max that I typically wear either to work or to the gym, but because I do sweat typically a lot more than usual, I like to wear my Powerbeat Pros. If you haven't seen what these are, they're basically like these little ear clips of headphones that you can hook over your ear, and I really love this type of headphone just because when I am working out, when I'm running or whatever it is at the gym, it won't fall out compared to these little guys, which it's very still pretty and cute, you know, but they are more susceptible to fall out, especially when I'm like running or if I'm like lifting and then like tilt my head, it's gonna fall over, which I really don't like. So I always love to have 2, oops, just in case. Of course, because I love Chanel, I do also have my Chanel Coco Mademoiselle perfume. This is literally my recent favorite. I went to Ulta the other day, like a couple weeks ago technically, and I was just browsing through and I was going through their selections, and I was debating which one I should get because the one that I had before this was the Gucci like gardenia, but the green bottle. That one smells amazing, but it's more very spring-like and very summery, versus this one, it's a lot more subtle. Like I like to just do a little spritz on my wrist, and then I just rub it on behind my lower ears right here, and sometimes maybe I'll just do 1 spray, I'll walk through, and this smell just lasts forever. Like if you guys know anything about perfume, I would just say like I highly recommend you to invest in a really good perfume, even though sometimes they can cost you anywhere between $100 to $200. It's just that body mist and like lower end perfumes don't last as long, and when you spray them they typically fade out. But with higher end perfumes or colognes or whatever it is that you use, like they last about 3 to 4 days. Like even my clothes, like my coats and stuff, like when I wear them, it still smells like my perfume, which I really love. Okay, I do also have this Louis Vuitton wallet. It's the bigger one, but I don't really use this at the moment. The one that I am using currently is my little mini one that I bought recently, and it's kind of like the little key pouch. I forgot the name of it, but let me go grab it so that I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is where I keep my stuff, and this is actually what I use for my key. So this is my key pouch. And then for this one, this is where I keep all of my cards and everything. So I recently bought this as like a little birthday present to myself, and I use this little guy so much, like even the little, oh no, the little glue parts like coming up and stuff. But I've only had this thing, I want to say probably only for a few months, but that just shows you how much I use this. I also kind of throw it around and stuff like that, but I like this because it's kind of like a little mini wallet without me having to really try much to like put stuff into a purse and lug it around and carry it around. Last but not least, it's just this other pouch that does come inside of the tote bag. In here, I typically stuff just random things, but for now in here, I have this Asian medicated oil just because a lot of people at work right now, they're sick, and I'm kind of like the office mom. So I carry this around, and if people have sinus problems, if they're hurting somewhere, I just tell them like, hey, take some of this and like rub it into your skin where you're hurting, and it acts like a hot cool type of thing. Or you can put this on your nose, opens up your sinuses, and it's amazing. It's kind of like Vicks, but a lot stronger and a lot better. And then I just have some of like La Mer samples and stuff that I keep. I don't like to carry my full size La Mers just because they're a lot bigger. So I keep the sample ones that I get whenever I do buy my La Mer packets, and it's just nice to have these. So I do keep these on hand, and I do refill them with my other ones that I have whenever I do run out, because it's nice. Like sometimes if my face is dry, I'll have eye cream, I have face cream, and then I have this body oil as well. And then other than that, I just have a little baby mini lotion for right now. It's winter time, so my hands are like cracking. I wash my hands so much as well too. So it's just very nice to have this with me at all times. Onto the bag. I will say some pros and cons about this. One thing that I love, like I told you guys, it's the fact that the size, it's really nice because it's not too big, it's not too, like for example, I have the Speedy, I believe in the size 30, and the Speedy was a present gifted to me for Christmas by my aunt, but it's a little bit too big for me, and I never really know what to stuff in there. But because this is a tote bag, it's a lot easier, and I can put it over my shoulder without having just to like hold it on my wrist or my hand, where my hand will get tired. But with this, I can just hold it, put it over my shoulder, and it just sits very nicely. So I do love the way that this looks on me a lot more than just like all of my other bags. And then this is just very like elegant, it's very nice. Either dress it up or dress it down, it just kind of depends. Like it's just a very nice, simple like hobo bag, but without having to be so hobo in a way. I don't know if that makes sense. The only thing that it kind of bothers me sometimes is there's these little buttons like so, where you can close the bag. But for me, I think when I put so much stuff in here, the bag is always like opening on its own. So technically these buttons like don't really do much, to be honest. And then as you can see, it's a very just like sloppy bag, which again, I don't mind that, but sometimes because it is very sloppy, a lot of my things do typically tend to fall out. And again, it's not a big problem. It's just whenever I'm in my car or something that things will fall out. But inside you just have like, I have a lot of dog hair, but just this little fabric quilting. You just have like the chip inside, and You also have like another zipper right here as well. And then the zipper part opens and you can just put whatever in here if you'd like. When I first saw this tote bag, I have to be honest, I was not a fan. Like, I didn't think I would like this bag because I'm a huge fan of the Chanel Classic Flap, which I am on the market for. And I've been going down the vintage route, but I've also been looking at some, you know, authentic ones as well too. But it is really pricey right now, just with everything going on and inflation. It's not a good time to be spending your money, I don't think. But, you know, a girl loves to shop. And I am lucky enough to, you know, be able to save my money. I have a really good job, so I'm just very, 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 very grateful. And yeah, you know, like I always have like a mixed feeling type of thing with like designer and like a love-hate thing, just because of how much they can cost and how much the money could be used towards like investments or something else. But I do really love just the history and the look of it. And at the same time, I also I'm very bougie. I'm also very materialistic, and I know that. I come across like just very out there and very extra. I love my nails done. I love my hair done. I love wearing my makeup, and I just like to be very well put together, and I just like nice things. But that doesn't mean that, you know, sometimes you can read a person and it might come off as like, oh, they're just very like spoiled, or they're very rich and rude and whatever. So I don't want anyone to think of me in that way, because that's not what I'm going for. I just like nice things, and usually I like nice things on a budget as well too. But yeah, I wasn't a fan when I first saw this bag, and it kind of grew on me, to be honest. Like, when I got this bag, it was a present, to be honest, and I didn't really know whether or not I would end up liking it. And over time, it's just grown on me. I still don't really know how to like use this little section of like where the bag can like go in, like I've seen some other people do, but that's not a big deal. But I just love how neatly, nicely this bag is. And then also one thing to point out as well too is the lambskin on this tote bag. It's not like your typical leather on this bag. It's not the same as like the Chanel Classic Flap of like that super soft lambskin type of leather. I feel like this has been, I don't know what the process is called, but I saw someone in a video, they called it like a metallic leather. But it's where it's been processed, and it's a lot more durable, so it doesn't really get damaged as much. But I don't know, like I don't really know if I kind of like that like plasticky type of, you know, type of feeling almost, where it is a lot more durable, don't get me wrong, but I just love the look of the classic lambskin because it's just classic, right? And it's really, really pretty. But let me know, I don't know, let me know what you guys think. You know, Christmas is coming up, and I just want to get your opinions, show you guys what's in my bag, just because this is a new channel of mine. I just also want to say that this channel, honestly, it's dedicated to the ones that already know me, and basically I've had a channel before, and so now I'm just making a channel based on just all of my designer bags and reviewing everything as well. So I love to get things on affordable deals and prices and stuff. So if you know that, then you know where to get the bag. But if you don't, then of course feel free to message me on Instagram. I am typically on there all the time. I don't really post as much, but I try to look at my messages a lot more. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me on there. It's just easier to get in contact with me than it is to like leave a comment on my YouTube, because sometimes I feel like YouTube, the comments just get so drowned out, and there could be a good mixture of like good, bad, spam, bots, and I don't really look at my comments as much as I should. But I know that I should try to do a lot better of just responding to people, replying to people. So if you made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. On this channel, upcoming, I will be planning to just do a lot more of just like luxury fashion, elegant style videos, and just doing a lot more bag reviews because that's something that I really enjoy and love doing. Let me know also what you guys want to see more of, because I always have this back and forth of like, what should I post, what should I do, and I always overthink a lot of different things. But soon to come, I will be reviewing a lot more bags, and also stay tuned because I will be announcing a giveaway here in honor of this new channel of mine. So I just want to say thank you to all of the newcomers, the new supporters, and if you're here to stay, be a part of Dear Rose family. And some of my videos upcoming as well too, besides just like bag videos, I want to do a lot more with maybe like where I shop, all the clothing, and a lot more about what I've learned in the process, because I never really used to actually dress like this. I used to be a very tomboy person and I wasn't personable. I wasn't really confident in my own skin about who I was. So I really do want to make more videos talking about that as well too, just because you look a certain way doesn't mean that you have to break the bank to look that way. And it's just little minor details, just from your hair to your light makeup to just other little things that you can add on to make you look a lot more well put together. So without further ado, that was pretty much it for this video. If you guys would like a more in-depth review of this bag, feel free to let me know. But this is literally at the moment my go-to everyday bag. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You don't have to subscribe. I'm just here for the fun of it, and this is something that I love doing. So without further ado, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video, and be sure to stay tuned. Bye.